Hello dear chess friends, my name is Artem Smirnov and today I'd like to review one of my games from the chess tournament in Schwanberg, Austria. It was played in the 9th round and I had white pieces against Nicolas Chaidze. d4 knight f6, c4 e6, knight c3, bishop b4, the Nimzo-Indian defense, e3 is the Rubinstein variation. d6 is not a very popular move. I was expecting d5, of course. It's one of the main lines, or maybe c5. Well, d6, knight e2, e5. Black is going to play e4 somewhere, getting more space. But first of all, white castles preventing e4. After rook e8, this threat is resumed. So once again, white has to prevent e4. Queen c2 was played. a3 is also good because white gets two bishops, and after e4, this position is in white's favor. But queen c2 is okay. h6 was played in the game. It looks a little bit slow, and I decided to punish black for this move and took on e5. In general, d takes e5 is okay, but white has a better option. a3, bishop takes, knight takes, white gets two bishops, and after d5, c5, white has more space. That's why this position is in white's favor. Nevertheless, it's only slightly better for white. Black has counterplay. So my idea was to attack immediately after rook d1. The black queen is under attack. Of course, black plays knight bd7. It's the most logical move. a3 attacking the bishop, bishop f8. Black wants to save the bishop, and it's the best option because after bishop c3, knight c3, white has two bishops, and white's position is obviously better. Bishop f8, b4, getting more space on the queen side. a5, again a good move. Black opens the b file, and white has to play rook d1. Takes c6, c5. So that's the kind of position I was aiming for when I played d takes e5. White has more space and black is undeveloped. The d6 square is vulnerable, and I'm going to move my knight on this square after knight g3, knight e4, knight d6, or knight g3, knight f5, knight d6. But nevertheless, black has enough time for counterplay. Queen c7 is the best option, knight g3, and b6. Again, the best defense, knight c4. With b6, black undermines the c5's pawn, and knight c4 looks like the planned move. Though c takes b6 could be better. Knight takes, knight e4, knight d5, the knight goes to c5, and this position is slightly better for white. After knight c4 the position is equal, but during the game I was thinking that white is better. B takes c5, b takes c5, bishop a6 is good immediately because this position is about equality. Bishop a6 here, takes, knight d6. Seems that white has initiative, and rook b7 is threatening. If black takes the knight, then white would get a strong passed pawn on d6. After rook b8, white takes the rook, and queen c4 with double attack. This position should be winning for white. The engine offers rook e8, and well, white has nothing here, unfortunately for white. For example, after knight h5, black takes the knight, rook b7, queen a5. White even wins the f7 pawn, but this endgame is about equality. After rook a5, black attacks the c5 pawn and white has no defense. That's why black equalizes. In the game it was rook e6, and during the game I was thinking this move is dubious or mistaken, because I have rook b7 attacking the queen first, and after queen a5, knight takes f7. Seems that this strike gives me dangerous attack. King f7, of course, after knight c5. White has knight h6 check, queen g6 and rook f7, and this position should be winning for white. Of course, black takes the knight, and queen f5. The most obvious move, rook bd7, leads to the equal position. After king g8, h3, white could be even better, in spite of the black's material advantage, but bishop e7, h3, and this position is close to equality. So I planned queen f5, and now rook d7 is a really annoying move. Bishop e7 answered my opponent. During the game I was scared of king e7 and before knight f7, so already here I was scared of king e7 because it's hard to continue the white's attack, and I've spent a lot of time here calculating the consequences of this sacrifice on f7. So knight f7, king f7, queen f5. After king e7, white has queen g6, but the refutation is queen a4, attacking the rook. Of course, white's going to play knight f5 and queen f7, and white would be winning, because in this case, for example, if black skips the move or makes something like queen c5, white has knight f5, queen f7 with a lot of threats, rook d7 and queen f8. So that's why rook e7 is not working, because of queen e8, queen e6, and black is lost. But queen a4 attacks the rook, and white has no time to checkmate black. For example, rook d2, queen c4, rook d1, queen a4, and my engine tells that this position is drawish. In the game it was bishop e7, rook d7, g6, attacking the queen, queen f3, e4, queen f4. It looks tempting to sacrifice the knight after knight e4, rook e4, bishop b2. Queen f6 is threatening, rook e6 is necessary, bishop takes, rook takes, queen e4, but this position is drawish. White has to repeat the moves. So queen f4 is a tenable move. Queen takes c5. Queen takes c5 is an inaccuracy. Queen c3 would be better. h3, g5, and rook a1. White has better endgame here, but black has chances to hold. After queen c5, white plays bishop b2, and after g5, I was happy to strike on e4. After knight e4, it's a nice move because my queen is under attack, and I play knight e4, attacking the black queen on c5, but we both have missed queen f6 check, rook takes f6, and bishop f6. The queen sacrifice. It looks like black has defense, so Of course, king f6 loses immediately, but after rook a7, bishop takes, rook takes d7, white has no time to, so white can take, but this position would be not so clear. But after rook d7, queen c1 check, white has knight f5, and after king e6, white plays rook b7. White has no harmony at all, and all the white pieces are under attack, but nevertheless this position should be winning for white, gradually of course. In the game I played knight e4, black has to take the queen. After queen b4, white wins immediately, queen takes b4, and queen c2 loses 2, rook takes e7, queen takes f6, check, 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 mate. So g takes f4, knight takes c5, knight takes d7, knight takes a6, f takes e3, f takes e3, rook d7 doesn't work because of e2, and all these moves are forced. Knight f6. In this endgame white is a pawn up, but nevertheless this position should be drawish. Black should have played knight c5, exchanging the knights after knight takes c5, which is necessary. Bishop takes c5, bishop d4. Black exchanges the bishops, and as we know, the rook endgames are drawish, according to the Ziegler-Tarasch and according to the rook endgames. Well, knight f6 was played in the game, and now white gets some kind of chances. Bishop d4, knight e4. Of course, the knight is strong on e4. Check, king g8. Another inaccuracy. King g6 is much stronger, and the king is more active on g6, of course. Knight 7, rook d6. And in this position, black has counterplay. It's not easy for white to make any kind of progress here. So king g8, knight c7, rook g6. First of all, white has to attack the knight on g5, then defend from knight h3, and after knight e8, knight f6, white gets real chances to play for a win. Bishop f6 is a very important move here, because after rook f6, this position, this bishop versus knight endgame, looks pretty drawish, because the knight is too strong on e4, and well, black has enough counterplay. So bishop f6 and knight e6 is the last mistake. After knight e4, white's position is better, and white is pushing. Black has to find the right defense, and this defense is tough. But after knight c6, black is simply lost. Bishop c3, knight g5. The knight gets to e4 again, but here it's not enough, because white attacks the knight again. Bishop c3 and h4. Well, white is threatening to h5, and all the white pieces are active now. After h5, g5, white wins easily, because the black king is in the checkmating trap. Now knight e7, rook d7, knight f5 defends the g7 square and attacks the h4 pawn, but after king f4, black has no defense. e4 is threatening. After rook d6, of course, white avoids rook's exchange and attacks the c5 pawn. Rook d3, bishop e5 takes, rook c6 check, and white grabs the knight. Here my opponent resigned. That's all for today. Thank you. Goodbye.